seeking a select few. Now, I want to be really clear about this one. A call to the talented of you out there. John Hogue was here, normally talking mostly about Nostradamus. He did talk a lot about Nostradamus. My God, what a controversial program. By the way, it should go without saying, but it doesn't. Statements made by my guests, we allow them to say what they want to say and express the views they want to express. Don't necessarily mean they are my views. I say that after an extremely controversial program by my host, John Hogue, who expressed the, came down to his political views and a discussion to some degree on the war and what would happen. And his views were very controversial indeed. But don't necessarily attach those to me. I have my own very sharp views, as you know. It's just that you also have a very sharp addition here in Coastal Dam, allowing our guests to say anything they want to say. That is indeed what the First Amendment is all about. So, and that was some show, though, I'll tell you. Anyway, tonight is a call to the talented in that John Hogue is something of a prophet himself. We were discussing prophecy last night, and I thought, and I do think now that there are many, many of you out there who are able to make predictions who are prophets, unadvertised, uncelebrated prophets. That is to say, you know what's going to happen. You've had a vision, or I don't know. I mean, prophecy may come to people in different ways, but what I'm looking for is very specific. It's things that if you're a prophet, or you think you know what's coming, things that you think are about to come true. Now, I don't mean 50 years from now. I don't mean 100 or 1,000 or millennia down the line. I mean really soon. This way we can check out your prediction really soon within the next year or so, or less. Things that are just about upon us. That should make it very interesting indeed. So if you have a repeated dream, a vision, something that you consider to be truly prophetic, then I really do want you to call me. And I will record it. And we will save the list, and we will judge the list. Normally, yes, predictions are toward the end of the year. And indeed, we'll do them. We will so do them at the end. Just a couple of things before we begin the predictions. And, for those of you that are online right now, if you don't have a near-term prediction, if you're not possibly truly seeing this coming, hang up! A man is in charge of border relations for Mexico. And it's a official wire story here, and he has some radical ideas for change at the border with the United States. Arturo Gonzalez Cruz, a 52-year-old Cuban businessman, says things needed at the border have been great, including creating more lanes and adding border crossings, but in the end, says Cruz, he wants to see the border disappear altogether. So he wants to erase the border between the United States and Mexico. I don't think that will happen anytime real soon. A strange bird flu that scientists fear could lead to a worldwide pandemic in humans is becoming more infectious than mammals. Millions of chickens and other fowls have to be slaughtered in Asia. Thousands more have been killed in the U.S. and elsewhere to stem outbreaks of avian flu in recent years. Scientists say it's only a matter of time before the virus finally adapts to spread among humans. Real good news here, huh? The flu already passed from birds to humans in Hong Kong back in 1997, killing 6 of 18 who became infected. Since then, human cases also have been reported in Vietnam and Thailand. Now Now, China-based researchers studying the H5N1 flu report that over the years, why it's been changing to become more dangerous to mammals. Their research is based on tests in mice and is reported on in Monday's issue of Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. They say our results demonstrate that while circulating in domestic ducks, H5N1 viruses gradually acquire the characteristics that make them lethal in mice. While human infections for bird flu remain rare so far, the WHO considers it a potential threat to people. There are two possibilities for the bird virus becoming a serious danger for people. Viruses constantly mutate, of course, and this one could accumulate enough genetic change to be good at passing between humans. So far, the human cases have been derived from birds, and there's no evidence of the bird flu being passed from person to person. More scary, though, the experts say, would be a sudden change caused by combining with a human flu in someone's body. The viruses could swap genes and create a potent hybrid with the deadliness of the bird strain and the contagiousness of regular human flu. My God, what a horror. You have to wonder why all of this happens in China. You ever wonder about that? All of the flu, it seems like, comes from China. Yes, I realize that, people are packed closer together in China. And there are other cultural differences, and health standards are not the same, but everything like this comes from China. And I just think that's, a little suspicious. It all comes from China. And you know about this? I love it already. I'd love to try it. The story comes from Tokyo. Ever wish you could decide what's green at night? Have you ever? Well, a Japanese toy maker says that he's got a new gadget that can help you do that. Tokyo-based Takara company says its Dream Workshop stand, which is shaped like an oversized cellular phone dock about 14 inches tall, that this can be programmed to help sleepers choose what to dream. While preparing for bed, the user mounts a photograph on the device of who should appear in the dream. So you get a little photograph of Britney all set, right? Anyway, yes, you select music appropriate to the mood, fantasy, comedy, romantic story, nostalgia, and record keywords, prompts, like the name of a romantic crush. So it would begin to sing out in the middle of the night. Britney. Anyway, placed near the bedside, the dream maker emits a special white light, relaxing music and a fragrance to help the person nod on off. Several hours later, they get back to recorded response. Time to coincide with the part of the sleep cycle when dreams most frequently occur. It then helps the sleeper gently notice with more light and music so the dreams are not forgotten. The device, which will sell for $136 beginning late August, targets 65 businessmen. Well, there are many businessmen today who say they don't sleep because they're just too busy. Well, the gadget can be used to help them dream a good dream, says Tara. In a study developed on a group of men and women between the ages of 20 and 40, get this, the device had a success rate of 22% in inducing the exact dreams that the person wanted. Wow, 22% of the time, that's approaching 1/4 of the time, you can dream the exact dream you want. Moreover, you'll wake up and remember it. You'll wake up, your eyes will blink, and you go, Vicky! An Iranian newspaper, and I know this was reported last week, but it was too good. I had to read it. An Iranian newspaper has reported the controversial story of a woman who claims to have given birth to a frog. Yes, a frog. It's not like a big frog. The Iranian Daily Says creatures believed to have grown from larva to an adult frog inside her body. Well, horrible as that may sound, you can imagine that. But the story goes on. While it's unclear how this could have happened, the paper carries quotes from medical experts who say there are characteristics of this frog. It's a human-like frog. It's been speculated that the woman, who was not named, but was right there, unknowingly picked up the larva while she might have been swimming in a dirty pool or something. The woman from the southeastern city of Tuscaloosa is the mother of two children, so-called frog. Newspaper puts it, has yet to undergo precise genetic and tests. But it quotes clinical biology expert Dr. Armstrong is saying the similarities in appearance, the shape of their fingers, the size, the shape of the tongue. Suspect. Medical history recounts stories of people who believe they have frogs or even lizards or snakes living and growing in the body, but nothing like this. And so instead of the normal frog appendage, this frog has creepily, is that a word? Creepily human-like appendages. It's hard to even think about. And yes, I know that story has been out for a week or so, but I just absolutely couldn't leave that alone. And then, here's one more good animal story. A Canadian man driving a car packed with weapons and ammunition. This guy was apparently intent on killing as many people as he could in a Toronto neighborhood, but gave up the plan at the last minute when he encountered a friendly dog. Not kidding here. Middle-aged man who police said was mentally disturbed had planned to carry out the shooting spree on Wednesday, we see enough of night, to ensure he would be put in jail permanently. He set himself up in East End Park area to load his weapons, then planned to drive around shooting. Later told police that a dog began to play with him. The encounter melted the man's heart, and he went in search of police to get himself out. That's so wrong. The dog melted the man's heart. And so he went to find police and get himself out. I want the dog home to do that. He happens to be a pet lover and decided that since there was such a nice dog in the area, why, the people were just too nice and he wasn't going to carry out his plan to kill them. That's quote from Detective Nick Ashley. However, police found 6,000 rounds of ammunition, 2 rifles, a shotgun, a semi-automatic pistol, a revolver, and an air rifle in the man's car, along with a machete and hunting knife. The car also contained a throwing knife, a camouflage mask, and net. He recently arrived in Toronto from New Brunswick, but that is, as far as I know, the first story of a human being tamed by a dog. What do you think? First time caller line, you're number 1 this night. How you doing?
Hi, is that you?
Yes, it is.
Pleasure and honor to be with you and happy 4th of July.
Same to you, sir.
I haven't talked with you since the lady was on about Planet X, so I'm very honored to get through.
I've been long.
Yeah, all right, I'm 53, and I'm somewhat of a private person. I wrote a song about you about 3 years ago, and people are just tugging at me to get it to you. It's called Area 51, my great done, and it's a fun song, so I'm going to get that off to the email.
Okay. Say that send it as a wave or whatever, and it'll be great.
Okay, it's a lot of fun, and people like it. And third, my prediction for the next few months.
Yes.
If Kerry gets elected, there's going to be some kind of run or restriction or taxes or limitations.
Well, some kind of prediction. You elect a Democrat, you can get taxes. Everybody knows that. And a prediction really can't be it. I mean, as a prophetic type person, You should know whether he's gonna be elected or not.
Okay, well, I'm calling it this way. There's gonna be some kind of encroachment or impingement on the Second Amendment within 6 months.
On the Second Amendment?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, are you saying he's going to be elected?
Well, maybe one of your mental orientation towards visualizing good things and it won't happen. But no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I think there's a push on for more security and it's going to run in that direction.
You've got to think though, sir, if they really try to take guns away from Americans.
I don't think it'll be that way. I think it'll be an increment. Maybe taxes on ammo, harder to get. It's just a slow incremental movement in that direction.
Gotcha, all right. So do I, especially if that happens.
JFK does touch upon the vision, but continuing, after the election of John Ford, Jerry, I don't have a timeline for you in either month or years. The Sears Tower and the Gateway Arch and go to the top immediately. And martial law will be instituted, and what's left of the constitutional republic, if there is such a thing, since November 22, 1962, 1963, will be gone. It's gone for a very long time, and it may never return.
Wow. That's a pretty dark scenario. So Mary's elected, and then the Gateway Arch and St. Louis aren't they topple at the same time.
The Gateway Arch and the Sears Tower in Chicago. Gateway in St. Louis.
Yeah, so that's it. And then Sears. Oh my God. All right. I mean, did you see this as an unfolding vision? Is
This did not come as in an avalanche, but as you say, more of an unfolding, more of a
something like that, imagine what a horrid position I would be in. If something like that actually happened, right down the line, Sears Tower, in the Sarge once, and then the rest of it began to unfold. And they'd be wrapping up my, in fact, really, a lot of these games do, they wrap around my door. On the international line, you are on the air. Hi. Oh, where? DC. Okay.
He's probably does look better, I guess, because something completed she married a prince.
We're going to pull out that criminal is talk out killing those people by the root wrong men. That's correct.
Yeah, I've got a prediction in it.
Yes.
I think this prediction goes something along the lines of that you I predict that Bush will have the worst losses of an incumbent president in history.
Really? Well, all right. But right now, it looks even, or I believe in the cities, it's kind of like even, and in the suburbs, Bush has quite a significant lead right now. So what could come along, do you think, to President lose the election between now and then?
I heard something about 2 weeks ago there was a poll and they were saying it's pretty even. So, I don't know, these things change. And look at what happened in Spain. One explosion and the government went down in a week.
Very true. If you think the terrorists, here's a dark thought, they come in, do you think the terrorists would try something to specifically influence the election?
Well, I think there's a baby going through my screen, I read that, they probably try. It's so unfortunate. I heard on one of the radio stations a while ago, I'm glad our guys are in Iraq fighting the Iranians instead of what's happening in America. And I'm thinking, well, they're surrounded by enemies there. It's the worst. I mean, in America, I think, you have everybody watching over this stuff like this,
Well, hopefully so. I don't know how carefully we're watching. I mean, as I proved since 9/11, but it definitely out there is a great deal of confusion in our government when 9/11 began to occur to read the commission report. If you wonder how events unfolded and the lack of communication between the Chavez, for example, and North Korea, it gives you pause to not exactly be fully impressed by our government when they say they are ready and they will take care of things and all the rest of them. They weren't ready. There was much heroism, of course, in New York and elsewhere throughout the whole 9/11 business, but in terms of our ability to be prepared, I don't think you can say they were. A first time caller line, you are on the air.
I've had previous things about 9/11 that happened. I didn't realize what it was at the time.
Well, doesn't count.
Well, that's another thing.
I mean, it counts for you personally, but I mean, here it can't count. Okay, sure.
All right. I didn't see a vision or anything, but I kept praying and getting the scripture from the Lord for over a year about Damascus being destroyed. I think there'll be a weapons of mass destruction exchange between Syria and Israel. I think a lot of those Saddam's weapons are in Syria, and they're going to launch them against Israel. Israel will retaliate. Both will be pretty much destroyed.
If Israel was attacked with a nuclear device, aside from the obvious retaliation from Israel, what do you think we'd do?
Well, if they were both destroyed simultaneously, you think we'd do?
Well,
I
I don't know. I mean, would the United States, because we do have ties, very close ties with Israel, would the United States in some way become immediately involved, or would we stand off?
Well, I'm afraid there may be some type of simultaneous attack on us, too. I've seen several predictions about laser weapons, nuclear weapons, even the Islamic uprising here. There's 200,000 Muslims in Houston. Most of them immigrated here since the first Gulf War, Pakistanis, and things like that. The most radical.
Well, these are pretty huge daylight scenarios I'm getting from all of you. So, all right, you said Damascus destroyed and exchanged weapons with Israel. mean, that's pretty Armageddon-like. Sure. Wildcard line, you are on the air. Good evening. No? I'm fine. And you?
In all seriousness, Art, my predictions have been put through the FBI has
Yeah, well, that's the thing about predictions. They're too true. You do get a knock on the door, and there's no question about it. Well, go ahead, risk it, stick your neck out.
You've already heard most of my predictions. It is amazing how accurate the people are tonight. My predictions that I have given, and many have come true, like I said, to the point that I've had the attention of the FBI. It would be simple. It was Christian agents, and they put it on the script at me, and we had Bible study. I kid you not, Art. You and I have had discussions over the years where, I've even elicited from you a comment that the Bible was the owner's manual for life here on this planet. So one time, the other time you said I had
Listen, we are a little short on time, so let's not review history, but rather look forward. What do you see?
There are targets here in America. They would be the Sears Tower, the St. Louis Ark. I said it on other radio shows, including the Trans-America Tower, with landmarks, good old American landmarks. Things that, but here's the thing, Art, they're along waterways and coastal areas. And the reason is that those areas are not covered by the prayer of the fervent, effectual, fervent prayer of righteous people. I'm not kidding you. That is what is saving America right now. In the Bible, America is totally destroyed. Satan hates America because of the life that we represented for years. I kid you not. And this is known by many people in government, FBI agents, and people along that line, people that have been working for years to bring this to the American people. It is that effectual, fervent prayer of righteous people that is holding back the gun confiscation, the all-out attacks at sporting events and religious events. We were going to see all sorts of people, and the Canadian man was, go on the rampage because they've been programmed at various military bases and mind control. We have the new...
Now, see, it sounds like you're starting to reach a little bit. I know you keep on doing trade, but, I've never seen one case where it's been proven they were programmed by anybody. They get in this.
Maybe you won't. Maybe the American people can. Maybe you can't, Art. You can't say that that's impossible. You just cannot say that.
Well, I would never have said it's possible. I just said I'm
The technology that is 61 years old is,
I would never say it's impossible. I'm saying it's unlikely. And of course, nearly everything is possible, but of those that go on rampages in the past, there has never been a report. Certainly not you. We don't see that person has been spirited away to some underground facility where guys clad in gave him orange juice like who knows what, and then programmed his mind so that when he were deception on telephone the wild and beautiful people, we've never had any reports to prove of anything like that actually happening. On the other hand, though, you can never, ever rule anything. It's a call to the reality. The prophets among you. To really, I want to know what you think is about to come true. About to come true. I want a prediction of something in the very near term, and what I've had so far has been but maybe those are times we're in. Did you know you can find virgin water from...
Then I'm ready for the food.
You suggested book they published.
It's supposed to cover it up. It's not published. I'm not, I'm
Is there any
ready
way,
to publish it, but not.
is there any way that, people can verify if there's anybody have a copy of it?
Yeah, I have several copies and then I have copyright to it, whether Congress with the TQX.
Okay, all right, well, it's a pretty awful thing. You come to the Russians or the former Soviet Union getting together with Islam and effort against us. Well, so far, our prophecy prediction really extremely popular. Holy mackerel. Not a good one yet. I mean, you know what? Thinking back to the predictions made at the beginning of this administration, on average, while saying the same word, oh my God, this is apocalyptic. Remember that? Remember how apocalyptic sounding they were once? It's sort of like this. I guess I brushed it off after the program made the Russians back to me right now. A wild card line, you're on the air. Hello. Hi. Welcome.
I don't think anything is apocalyptic.
Well, you're the first.
Well, I'm sorry, I have a cold. I'm not really trying not to be. It's just, I do see that there is an end, and it's not to be by any criminal landslide. It's going to be very close. And at first, things are going to be very rosy for me, and rosy, but I do see that he's actually going to do something really practical in terms of working, oddly enough, working out with Iran and Syria, and obviously in Egypt as well. There's going to be some kind of an agreement there that's going to put a soothing factor or something soothing down at the
So
top.
the Mideast calm down.
It does, and actually what it does with people in the United States is it gives them, it's like an apple. It's almost like an apple with a really, overbaked crust comes out of the oven. And there's this amazing stuff underneath that. And I really see American people having the opportunity to play a role locally that they haven't had at the stand. And it's a really significant role. And the next 18 months, we're going to see a shift in American enthusiasm. And we're going to see some really, really good content in the United States. I don't think serious power topic. Maybe that's just not fair for me. But I really think it's quite promising.
All right, well, I would like to ask you, as I've asked others, how this information is important.
Well, for me, it's kind of like, the Waldo coaches, where you can listen to Waldo. Well, you kind of, when given the opportunity to do this, you have this in your life all the time. And actually, what I did for the opportunity is going to be very helpful with my college students. Crazy. But anyway, for me, it's like you kind of look at the picture, and then suddenly it just becomes really clear, and it doesn't happen all the time. But when it does happen, you just kind of get a real sense of feeling that it's going to be okay, or it's going to be fine. So anyway, that's my prediction.
Well, I'm
It
rooting.
does come true.
I'm rooting for you, Mom. Thank you very much. I think I'm rooting for her. That would be nice. The Mideast calm down. Whoever will be elected, the Mideast calm down. I'm sure the United States is very plausible right now, but it's just very quiet, very small margin, and then there's something done, and the Mideast is healed about it. The Mideast calm down. Mr. Lockheed, you are on the air. Hello.
During the break, you had the unfolding, and there was that song playing by the Doors.
Yeah.
They talked about 7 horses strong,
Yeah.
or something like that. That's one of the lines in it.
Well, it's 7 months.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, 7 horses on the mark. Well, you see, that's exactly where my prediction came from when I was. These things happen to me on, I don't know if you're familiar with numerology at all, but a lot of things happen to me with numbers. And on July the 7th, July being the 7th month of last year, I was at the horse race
And just like coincidence, I fell on the 7th course. And this is when the vision hit me. And right along with the song, like, it's comfortable blowing me right away, you know?
Well, you think this stuff is accidental?
No, I mean, not now. I mean, normally I'm pretty skeptical, but after what happened to me, you know, I felt kind of like calling in, and all of a sudden the music was playing, and
Yeah, it was.
way, you know?
Okay, well, anyway, when the 7th course that you picked, rock and roll, you have this list of what?
The news for you. The State Puff Marshmallow Man is coming back, and he's going to destroy New York City.
The Marshmallow Man, huh?
The State Puff Marshmallow Man.
Well, I would hope that's all New York will have here, and I'm sure it's New York.
Well, I don't know. He might be looking like Puff, but he's a pretty nasty guy. He looks like he's vicious. People running around and whatnot, and cars getting mouth on him. Tank pictures over.
You've seen those posters many times, no?
I only saw it the one time after because I had the vision. I had to keep it until then. Because I said I saw this big thing, like a giant marshmallow with a little sailor hat on, and my friend told me they were making fun of me, poking at me and stuff, and saying, no, what's this? And then I thought it was just, I mean, it's a little bigger in my vision than what he was in the movie. But
Well, that's because vision's good with graphics. Marshmallow destroys New York.
yes, and I don't know what's happening after that. I think they
Well,
got it the
God knows they think everything else is New York, so why not just let them buy Marshmallow? New Yorkers have kind of an attitude, you know, they're a very special breed. Very, very special breed. That's why so many television shows done around New York, you know, NYPD, they like to go on and on and on around New York. Because New Yorkers are a breed apart, they really are. So, New Yorkers, get ready to deal with it. Marshmallow monsters. What's going on? You're on the air. Hello. Okay, well, maybe.
I wanted to run through the story past you've heard it all, maybe you'll have an idea. I'm a hand media operator, actually heard it from several hand media operators talking, I mean, about 20 years, about 18 years ago or so. These guys were from Louisiana, and they would go out to the body, I think it's over the ocean, and they'd go grabbing or something like that with logging and lay the money. And the guy was trying to do this reading, and they had helmets, and they had a flashlight, so keep these flashlights to the helmet so you can see it visually. And they're dragging this down into the water, and they caught something. And whatever it was big. There's 4 guys in the set, and this thing was pulling them all around. And it finally poured into the net, which he was driving a pretty quick net. They knocked them all into the water as they reached their hat. And all they thought they were running towards the shore. But it goes kind of half tipping on the water, picked up on the shore, goes down the top shore. They didn't see much of it. It said maybe
This was a water creature that now is on land.
exactly what it grew on. It gets weird on it. And I heard some other stories like this. So it takes land and it's running on land. Like it is thinking what some sort of bird. Maybe it's a culture or something, I'm not sure. It gets to the tree, it climbs the tree. And so unfortunately this thing could go all the way to the land and then drop on top of this moonlight and that's what it could see. It's always, maybe 4 or 5 feet high, it's clearly a light of some sort. He goes climbing up the tree, so there it's like, you got to do it, so 2 will take off, climb up the tree.
See, that's where you're starting against again, possibly unrealistic. I mean, there's no way in hell that I'd climb a tree where there was a monster. Well, why would anybody climb a tree where there's a monster? No monster.
I understand that, but there's things, it didn't come after them when they're in the water. The way the guy described it, the curiosity, sometimes no matter how frightened you are, your curiosity takes you along.
And that never underestimate the actions of the bottom of the cheese bowl. Continue with the story.
So these guys start climbing to the top, and they get about 2/3 to the top of the tree, and this thing flies away.
It flies away. Now it flies, okay.
And I'm wondering if you ever heard any story like that. I heard
Absolutely not.
something kind of like that once before, but if you and your listeners have any idea what that could have been,
No. The water to the land, to the tree, to the air. No.
yeah, okay, well, I want to run it by you. Maybe you do a monster show against it, and someone could maybe.
Well, that's a good answer. For sure. Anything else?
That's all. I just wanted to warn you. I think the rabbits are going to take over the world, so watch out.
The rabbits. Yeah, yes. All right. Thank you. Yes, I have a plague of rabbits here, actually. Now, we're here in the desert, but boy, the rabbits, I'll tell you, Ramona's got apple trees out there. Man, they love those apples. And so the rabbits that have previously been inhibited by our fence have now managed to worm their way under something. And the rabbits are back. I no longer throw rocks at them. I used to do that. In fact, they used to eat we had a drip system, to irrigate trees and such, and the rabbits would eat the drip system. Very ugly havoc. And every day they'd be out there eating our drip system. So I took to throwing rocks at them. And they took to watching me. Have you ever noticed that jackrabbits, big ones, they'll watch you. And they would watch the rocks, and they were really good. They could see the rocks, and they would just step out of the way. Rock fall. I throw another one. Just steps right out of the way. They sit and they watch me throw rocks. And it got become a sport after a while, I think, for them, dodging the rocks. But they never ran away. You would think a rock would make a rabbit run away. No, instead they just watched me, stood out of the way, and the rocks all missed. So I finally gave up, put up a fence, thought that did it. But now the apples have brought them. International line, you're on the air. Hello? Yes. No. Only you take only your most vivid, most likely number one costume.
Oh, okay, well, we're kind of falling in line with each other. Vividly for you, on the 7th of July, there's going to be a major earthquake in California.
July 7th. Oh, that's right on top of us here.
Yeah.
Okay, any idea where in California?
Actually, Northern California is going to be the odd spot for it. It's going to cause a concussion going down the lower right-hand side of the state in a very unusual geologic pattern. It's going to be following part of the ring of fire that goes underneath the continent.
It's beginning to sound like that movie they just had.
I haven't seen any movies lately.
You didn't see 10 Plus?
No, I haven't seen that.
About an earthquake. So, July 7th, a major earthquake in California, and then a geologic reaction from that?
Yeah, but that's not what's going to cause the most panic. After that is the gas attack, where people, the terrorists are going to attack gas stations.
Oh.
They're going to do suicide run into gas stations and make them afraid to go to the pump.
That's pretty awful.
I think that'll happen right after the earthquake, because they'll start to distract all the emergency personnel.
Yeah, we'll do that, all right. May I ask you how these visions come to you, please?
Yeah, I'm an angel.
Oh, well, you should have said that right away. You're an angel.
Well,
fallen or?
oh, not at all. I've been awake since the age of 7 when I realized I was an angelic property. And I was.
Now, what is it that causes you to, I don't know, wake up one day and say, oh, man, I'm an angel? I mean, is it a mirror image or what?
No, actually a figure appeared to me when I was about 7 years old.
Yeah.
And at first I thought it looked like Moses or, Jesus. And I found out later that it was an image that my mind had used to describe the higher being of my own self, the part of your soul that never leaves heaven.
Well,
The greater self, and it instructed me in many things for that.
well, that's really something. And a lot of people have a lot of questions if this comes true. I mean, that's pretty specific. Lives have major.
Yeah.
And then terrorists begin to attack gas stations in the United States. Well, I'll tell you what, if that comes true, there are going to be FBI guys and CIA guys who are going to want to have a talk with an angel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that, but I imagine this is the right time for me to come forward with this information because I got through on the first try.
Since you're an angel, can you answer a question for me?
I'll do my best.
All right. Are you supposed to go toward the light or the darkness?
Go towards the light. Enter the transformation.
Are you absolutely certain about that?
Oh, I'm absolutely certain. That's
Angel's word. Angel's word.
Angel's word. That's in the veil.
All right. I have to know. I've been asking myself that ever since John Lear. So there you have it officially, even though John says, he quotes Whitley, I think, is saying no, it's the dark. The angel says no, it's the light.
He's got this thing about hearts and he's gonna give up the news and one night stand and then sell down. Quiet little town and forget about everything. But you know he'll always keep moving. Though he's never gonna stop moving. Just keep rolling. He's the rolling stone. When you wake up, it's a new morning. Sun is shining, it's a new morning. You're gone, you're gone.
To talk with Art Bell, call the Wildcard line at area code 775-727-1295. The first time caller line is area code 775-727-1222. To talk with Art Bell from east of the Rockies, call toll free at 800-825-5033. From west of the Rockies, call 800-618-8255. International callers may reach Art by calling your in-country street access number, pressing option 5. And dialing toll-free 800-893-0903. From coast to coast and worldwide on the internet, this is Coast to Coast AM with Art Bell.
It is, and we're searching for the truly talented prophetic people out there, those who have visions and are willing to share them. Not just any visions in this case, but visions of things to come in the very, very near future. We want them. And we're sure getting them. So far, they're very, very apocalyptic. We'll just save one young lady. The rest of them are, I'll tell you, they're pretty rough stuff. We'll continue in a moment. You know, a lot of times when you have prophets on the air, or people interpreting prophets, it's very hard to get posse. I mean, they sort of talk around everything else in the world, and they never get quite down to, or if they do it, take the hours to get to the prophecy itself. Night like this, where we have all the First time caller line, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
I wanted to just like to talk to you. I have been listening to you for more than 10 years, and you have really helped me to develop into the woman that I am.
Wow, that's a good one.
It's absolutely. I have a keen sense about me, and it's because of your uncensored views. And I really appreciate that.
I do really believe that listening to this program over a period of time would help anybody open their mind to things they had not considered previously, and perhaps even other doors.
Well, your show is my hope for the education of the rest of the people out there that are kind of being conditioned to not listen to shows like this.
Right.
But I would like to tell you some feelings that I have about things that are going to happen. One that's really specific is with Joe Lieberman.
really worried about him. He's been making some noise for himself, and I think he's causing some problems for Congress. I think by the end of the year, he's going to announce that he has Parkinson's disease.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that's not true.
I certainly hope that's not true. Another thing that you mentioned something about the flu.
Yes.
What I recall for the flu is it's a virus that is the only way that this can happen is from waterfowl, pig, to person, to human,
Yeah, something like
back to waterfowl.
that. And it always comes out of China.
Well, it's, because out of China, and that's because they live in such close quarters.
I know, that's what I hear all the time. But, there's a lot of people worldwide that live in close quarters.
I think that there's going to be an especially bad year because of the data, and I think it's going to the last thing I want to mention is, I think there's this kind of, like Michael Morrison in his movie, we're never going to reach a level green. That is not going to happen. That's true. I work for the airline industry. I can't tell you which one, but I work for an airline.
Yes.
And I know that there's going to be a strategic airport shutdown. We need airport abort, probably in Washington, Dulles, LaGuardia, O'Hare, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and really for no other reason than just keep people on their toes to remembering that we're in wartime. It's another type of government commissioning. George Washington said, those that surrender essential liberties deserve neither liberty nor security.
Well, that quote is exactly correct. Thank you. However, there are things to weigh here. We are under attack. We have people who want to kill us. We have people who want to kill us in mass, actually. And that requires that measures be taken. Can measures get out of hand? Yes. People would act and go too far, yes. But there's something that has to be done next. Clearly so. We have a lot of people that want to kill us in any way they can. And if they could release an awful bug, they would surely do it. If they could release some other awful anything that would do in a lot of Americans, would they do it? Yes. They would. At the cost of some of their own, one of their own, many of their own, yes. So that's a pretty formidable enemy, I would say, when you have one that's going to die. And so measures have got to be taken, and it's going to be quite a job for somebody to keep that all in balance. Take measures, but don't take too many liberties, so that we have some vestige of what we're protecting left in the first place. Wildcard line, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Fine. Where are you?
I'm in New York.
Okay. And what's your first?
Joseph.
Okay.
I've got a sort of inconsequential prediction. A little consequence. It's an earthquake prediction, and it's going to happen in a place where earthquakes don't happen, and it's going to happen in Sweden.
Sweden?
Yes, sir. And it's going to happen on or about 15 August this year. But I've got another one that is dire consequence.
Oh.
And it has to do with what is it? Bovine spongiform encephalitis.
Yes.
Cow.
Yes.
But it's not so much of a prediction as an observation.
All right. Well, then I'm not going to write it down.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Well, I think it's going to be a factor, and by 2006, around 30-40% of the population of North America is going to have it.
All right. Thank you very much. Thankfully, that's not a vision. And I've thought about it many times. I have no idea what I would do if beef was not available to me, if it was scary or possible to eat beef, I'd be in terrible trouble. I mean, I just absolutely love beef. Give me a burger, give me a beef sandwich, give me a barbecue beef sandwich, give me a French dip. Give me beef. Anyway, no, I love beef. If beef were taken away, it would be a personal tragedy as well as a national tragedy. But personally, for me, it would be a gigantic, a big steak. I mean, give me beef. East of the Rockies, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello, Art.
Hi.
Ed from Ballast Gorge here, and I'll listen to you on WDLB.
You're gonna have to watch out for a missile there, bud.
Yeah? Why's that?
Well, I was earlier ladies getting out of the budget. But anyway,
Lord have mercy. I hope not. Well, I have visions every now and then, and it's not even on a regular basis, but when I do have them, they come pretty close to being right on the money.
now, has this been going on for a while of your life?
Well, it's been going on since I was about, I guess, 10 or 11 years old.
Do you tell people about it?
Every now and then, but I don't like to boast about it. But this one's a pretty serious one,
Okay.
and I hate to even say it because it's really a bad one.
Well, listen, it'll be right in line tonight.
East of the Rockies, call toll free 1-800-825-5033.
That's the one rule I got. No assassination issues. That was a rule I should have mentioned it tonight. I laid it down last night, but anytime we do predictions, ladies and gentlemen, the one rule that I have, and I'm going to explain to you why I can't. It's a simple rule. No predictions of assassinations of American presidents. Hard rule. Here's the deal. When we have somebody who says that on the air, then about a week later, sometimes even less than a week, I get a phone call, followed by on my door. And it's always two guys with guns, and they always come in and they always want to interview me about what was said on the air. And I always tell them, gentlemen, we were doing psychic predictions, and they just have no sense about this kind of thing at all. And so, in order to the absolute certainty of that occurring to me, I'm not allowing those predictions to be made. That's the rule. West of the Rockies, you're on the air. Hello, Alex.
I hate to continue the bad news, but
It's all right.
I guess I'll keep the tone here.
Bad News Central here.
Yeah. I had another interesting progression of experiences that came to a conclusion about 2 days ago. It began earlier this year. I flew up to Anchorage on a business trip, and I was exhausted from the trip, and it's a long flight, and got to the hotel, dropped the bag, and just flopped down on the bed. Within 2 minutes, I had, it was like a 1 second flash of a nuclear explosion. And it just startled me because I never had anything happen like that before. I've had dreams and things about 9/11. I'm not going to get into that, but I just thought, wow, that's really strange. And I kind of got up, looked around, and I just okay, put that on the bulletin board. And so anyway, that was back in around February. And I dabble in astrology, one of my hobbies. And sometimes when I'm working on certain aspects of this stuff, I'll see things. It's almost like a divination, I guess you'd say.
Fast little flashes of things?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And so I was, some of the horoscopes I work on there, like personal ones, I try and look at things in the world, nation horoscopes, things like that.
Right.
And this one just kind of came out of left field. I'll skip all the technical details, but what I was looking at, as far as the rest of this year,
other than what looks like a speed bump on the 18th of July, it looks like it's going to be reasonably tranquil up until about November 1st. And when I got to November 1st, all of a sudden that flash came back to me. And it was just as I was working on, one having to do with North Korea.
So your conclusion is it could be a nuclear detonation in and around November 1st?
In
In
Anchorage.
Anchorage?
Yeah.
So do you conclude that, sir, because you have the vision in Anchorage, or
Yes,
because?
because I have the vision in Anchorage, which I think, I haven't had a flash like that before,
Right.
around home or other places where I travel and
But
visit.
I mean, how you absolutely connected to Anchorage? You had the vision in Anchorage, but it couldn't be somewhere else?
Well, it came back to me when I was working on the horoscope having to do with North Korea. And it just struck me as I had the vision in Anchorage, the thing with North Korea, boom, it was like a connection hit.
Well, let's, for a second, play with this idea.
Sure.
As disquieting as I'm sure it is for the folks listening in Anchorage right now, if Anchorage were nuked by anybody, by the North Koreans, let's say, what do you suppose the United States response to that would be?
I think because of Japan, primarily, it would be not an immediate response. As a matter of fact, what I see here would be, it could be up to probably 2 weeks before we would respond. And I think that we would respond rather significantly.
Well, I'm sure of that, and I'll tell you, I disagree with you. If North Korea were to fire a missile, well, we would be obviously aware of where it came from, unless it was fired from some sort of a submarine, which is not feeling I got. In other words, certainly Anchorage might be accessible by one of their bigger missiles, certainly the ones that have been testing. But I'll tell you this. If a known nation hit an American city with a nuclear weapon, we would turn them into glass. We would turn them into glass. And if that missile were known to have come from North Korea would cease to exist. So I certainly accept that as something that you have seen, and but I certainly disagree with you with regard to the response. You said it would be severe, but not for a couple of weeks. I think it would be quite quick indeed. International Line, you're on the air. Well, hello. And for me, what is your first name? John. Okay, John, where are you? All right. Wow. I asked for near term, and boy, did you give it to me. Saturday is Osama's last day? Yes, it is.